Hello, in this video we will discuss about the taste and their pathway and the taste buds. So it means the hair is the person which contain a soft palate, tongue and the epiglottis as well as pharynx. So that is the sensory taste innervation is related to the basically the tongue which does contain a taste buds. There are a lot of types of taste buds, 50 to 100 cells. So the taste buds contain a 50 to 100 cells, several type of cells, different in the morphology and gene expression. So here is the sensory taste innervation is the facial, 7 cranial nerve, and glossopharyngeal 9 cranial nerves, and vagus is the 10 nerves. This is the use for the after the digestion, etc., etc., for sensation of the chemical means the food. So here is the tongue which contain a different region used for the different type of taste. For example, here we will discuss about the taste buds. So this is the taste buds contain a 50 to 100 cells, several type of cells. So important thing is that the type 1 is the most numerous glial type function. So it is the glial type function and basically is the most numerous in hold the tongue. So on the other hand, if we will discuss about the different region of the tongue contain different type of taste buds, where the quantity of taste buds is increase or decrease on the basis of their taste relation. So here you can see here is the stem cell which that is used for the cell division, mitosis, to produce again the new taste cells. So here is the taste two types is the taste receptor cell for sour, savory, bitter taste and the taste type 3 is the taste receptor cells for sour and some salty taste ends. So let's begin to understand the taste and what is taste end. Taste ends means the um, that substance which that is stimulate to the sensory receptor to give the brain from the afferent nerves. So the taste buds is the 50 to 100 cells, several types of cells, different in the morphology and gene expression. So in the on the basis of their gene expression is a different. So that is why it is received a different type and the different fashion for the depolarization and the electrical conduction, and we will discuss also. So here is the taste stands which the type 2 TCRS taste cell receptors, G couple protein receptor in taste receptor. So this is the sugar, savory or umami and bitter. While on the other hand, the sour is the acidic and this type 3 taste receptor cell, and it is used by the proton enter through OTOP 1 channel. So that is the acidic which that is detection by the OTOP 1 channel. While on the other hand, the salt is the used by the epithelial sodium channel ENaC. So this is the subset of type 2 and type 3. So that means and possibility type 1 can be. So it is the taste receptor cell is used for the salt. So that fat is also detected by the GR120 activated by long chain fatty acid. So this is the somatosensory receptor provides information about texture of food and some express the TRP channel activated by plant compounds like capsaicin and mint or oregano. So let's begin to understand the type 3 which that is a sour and salt detection. So here is the we will learn about the chemical conduction and the electrical conduction we will discuss. So when the sour, not sugar but I am drawing here, you should understand that's basically the sour and salty material when intact with the sensory cells, basically is intact with the taste receptors. After the binding with the taste receptor, that is the proton will be moved in through a OTOP channel if the substance is sour. So that means the O-top channel will allow to move inside the proton, and after the production of the proton inside, innervation of the proton inside, or movement into the cell, so it will be inhibit the potassium IR 2.1 potassium channel. So that means the sodium will move inside by the stimulation of the inhibition of the potassium move inside. So that means the sodium will be stimulate the calcium voltage gated channel to open, and calcium move inside that vesicle with 5HT will be stimulate. After the stimulation, basically the serotonin will be bind with the ionotropic receptor, and this ionotropic receptor is present in the afferent nerves. It is the postsynaptic membrane. So after the binding with, it means after the binding with the 5HT3, which that is create the depolarization for the potassium move inside and sodium move outside to create the electrical conduction. This electrical conduction will move toward the somatosensory cortex or gustatory cortex basically. So it is moved through the medulla to medulla to the somatosensory cortex. So let's begin to understand another way. Type 2 cells. Basically, it is the used for the sweet, savory, and bitter. But the taste receptor family, G couple protein receptor, and this is the taste receptor 1 to 2 and 3 to 30 families basically. And it is the savory we will discuss about that. It is used for the taste receptor 1 and taste receptor 3. It is the heterodimers, and it is the heterodimers. Basically, it heterodimers 3 basic contain. So here is the G couple protein receptor which that stimulate to produce the IP3 inositol triphosphate, and that is the in the presence of the PLC beta 2 which that is stimulate to produce IP3, and this stimulate to uh, efflux of the calcium into the cytoplasm. After the calcium arise the TRPM 4 and 5 which that stimulate to sodium move inside, and the voltage will be increased. So basically the voltage will be increased, and it means the ATP are present which that is the calcium release channel will be release the calcium as well as the ATP. ATP basically is stimulated by the calcium, so remember about that. So the calcium will bind with the receptor, the calcium release channel, and here is the receptor, ATP receptor, the phosphate receptor. So basically 2 and 3. This receptor will bind the ATP, and the phosphate group basically bind, and the sodium and calcium exchange will be occur to depolarization, will begin to electrical conduction. So this electrical conduction will somatosensory. So the sweet is used for the receptor for sweet is the taste receptor 2 and taste receptor 3, while the bitter taste for bitter taste receptor 2 are. So that things you should know about that. That is the basic reason why. So let's begin to understand the brain structure if we will understand better to understand the conduction as well as the pathway of the taste. So here the somatosensory cortex and the gustatory cortex, and basically in the medulla is important things which that is the nuclear tract solitary, that is the solitary nuclear tract are present basically. So here is the olfactory cortex, blue color, while the red color is the orbitofrontal cortex, and on the other hand the gustatory cortex which that is used for the gustation, basically the sensation of the chemical, and somatosensory cortex which that is used for the somatosensation. So here is the cranial nerves. This cranial nerves is arise from the medulla, basically from the NST. So this is the cranial nerve 7, 9 and 10. So the 10 nerves the vagus nerves which that is important, and on the other hand the 5 is the somatosensory input from mouth. So it means the nerve 5 is the somatosensory, and nerve 5 is used for the from the mouth for taste. So in the on the other hand, here is the mechanoreceptor and chemosensory input from gastrointestinal tract. Gastrointestinal tract, the vagus nerve 10. This vagus nerve is used for the motility of the gastrointestinal tract and the decreasing of the sympathetic nervous system and increase the parasympathetic nervous system for the rest and digest. On the other hand, important thing is that the taste of the acidic or basic can be feel from the stomach. So that means it is also the acidic or basic sensation and response for digestion also. I hope you make sense from this diagram to understand that for the gut motility and sensation of the digestion and the sensation of the feeling due to the hypothalamus, etc. etc. So let's begin to understand the sensory pathway. We will understand. For example, here I will draw a cross section of the medulla and pons as well as the brain for understanding better for you. So that is I am drawing here to understand. So here is the taste of the acidic or basic. You should know about that. Can be possible, but the response for the digestion also from the vagus nerve. So that is important to learn. Why? Because it is related to the taste reception. So after the taste reception, our vagus nerves will be relaxed already. Why? Because it feels the material is coming. So it means we should need to relax and our stomach will be already relaxed. So here is the a cross section of the medulla, pons, and brain. Brain is contained a somatosensory cortex. So it's also contained a hypothalamus. So next we will now we will discuss about the hypothalamus, which that is feel the hunger and appetite. So it means here is the cranial nerves 7 and 9 and 10 is the vagus nerve, which that is the human 3 neuron chain. Basically, 3 neuron chain means the first order neuron, second order neuron, and third order neuron. We will not understand here, but here is the just overview for understanding. So basically, here is the pons basically contain a nuclear tract solitary. This nuclear tract solitary will pass on the vagus nerve and that's moved to the upper medulla cross section to pons, and the nucleus basically is of the pons will feel basically nuclear tract solitary will pass on forward to the hypothalamus for detection, and if the detection will be correct, it means the food is coming, it means the vagus nerve will be relaxed, it means the give the response for the relaxation to increase the parasympathetic nervous system. So in summary, we will discuss about the, for example, that we will discuss the collectively taste receptor, somatosensory receptor, and vision receptor, and olfactory receptor. This all things is interconnected. We will discuss here. Just understand. So here is the taste receptor, for example, which that is lead to nerves impulse toward the nuclear tract solitary. So toward the nuclear tract solitary to the hypothalamus, from the pons to the brain, midbrain. So that is next is the hypothalamus from the NST. So hypothalamus. So here is the somatosensory receptor from the mouth is also stimulate the nucleus tract solitary NST. So on the other hand, the hypothalamus can be feel from the NST. So the somatosensory receptor, and this somatosensory receptor also toward the hypothalamus from the nerve tract or neural nerves pathway, while on the other hand the vision receptor, which that is also toward the hypothalamus, and that is the visual pathway. So the visual pathway is the from the hypothalamus to the visual, and here is the olfactory receptor. This olfactory receptor is the olfactory bulb arise from the olfactory bulb, and that is the basically the olfactory cortex. This olfactory cortex is also, and on the other hand, of going to the here is you can see that is the orbitofrontal cortex, basically is used from the 1 degree gustatory cortex and the somatosensory cortex 1 degree, which that is accept the signal and give the response. So on the other hand, here is the visual system. While on the other hand, the olfactory cortex is the olfactory receptor to olfactory bulb to olfactory cortex. And our vision is interconnected the olfactory cortex, but here must be my mistake. So the orbitofrontal cortex is also toward an amygdala. Amygdala is basically is toward the amygdala and olfactory cortex and hypothalamus. Basically, it is the 1 degree gustatory cortex is moved toward the amygdala or orbitofrontal cortex. So that is the amygdala and hypothalamus. So the vision. So this was the taste reception and their pathway. So I hope you make sense about this. So